My surname it's like a title that was given to us by King Rama VII, and it's really a great honor for the king to give us this title. Chitpas was given to me by the King Rama IX also. It's supposed to mean the restful mind.
She is Chitpas Bhirombhakdi, eldest daughter of the third-generation heir to the Boonrawd Brewery empire. The families behind Singha beer, considered the original beer of Thailand. The brand has a royal warrant of appointment issued to those who supply goods and services to the King of Thailand. This 27-year-old is known simply to many in Thailand as the Singha heiress. It is a rare occasion tonight. The entire Bhirombhakdi clan is dining together. It's been 10 months since they last gathered. The star of the dinner is Chitpas' younger brother, Nayanob. He's back for a short visit from the States, where he's studying in San Francisco. Also present is 84-year-old grandpa Thaphnong Bhirombhakdi. He still sits on the board of Boonrawd Brewery as its chairman, and is listed as the 7th richest man in Thailand, personal worth estimated at $2 billion. Chitpas, Nayanob, and younger sister Nantaya are the children of Chittinam Bhirombhakdi. He's the third-generation heir in charge of the day-to-day running of the family business. Over dinner, the family discussed what Nayanob would do after his studies. The talk about joining the family business is left open.
You know, I mean, I would also be happy if they choose to say, okay, I want to work in a company. I would, great. But some of my children choose not to be involved, which is fine. Could they just sit still and enjoy their wealth? I don't think we'll allow that, because that would be a waste of education.
The Boonrawd Brewery is the largest in Thailand and has been in operation for close to 80 years. They produce bottled water and soft drinks, but are most well known for their pale lager, Singha beer. It is Thailand's #1 export beer. The business was started by Chitpas' great-grandfather, Boonrawd Brewery. Chitpas spent many weekends in the factory playing with the siblings as their father worked. Her father used to dream about becoming a karate coach or a teppanyaki chef, but came back from the USA where he was studying to run his father's business. Chitpas attributes her career freedom to his own experience.
If one day the day comes and I'm supposed to step in and help him, I would, for the love of the father and daughter, kind of. But right now I just feel like he's more happy for me to find myself and excel elsewhere before, coming back here and just sitting behind a desk job that's already waiting for me.
Chitpas grew up certain about what she wanted. Her chosen field, politics. At 18, she interned at the office of the Deputy Prime Minister. A year later, Chitpas joined the Democrat Party, the oldest political party in Thailand. In 2011, at just 25 years of age, she ran for a parliamentary seat at the Dusit Ratchathewi constituency at the general elections.
For me, that was like, are you serious? Are you sure that you want to do this? This is, it's not easy as you think it is. This is going to be tough.
Her father was unsure if she could take the hurly-burly of politics because he himself was elected a senator in 2006. but she went ahead to run against an opponent with 10 years of political experience. Chitpas lost at the polls by a mere 900 votes.
There has many people come and go, I would say. This is not the first time that we have the new face come to politics. But most of the people might don't like to continue. Once sometime they lost the election, they just disappear. I would say at least, during she demonstrated during the campaigning, people might thought that she likes to win the election. But if she lost, she might go back, to her own family business. But she has been still proved that she continued to work, the same or even more, compared to during the campaigning.
What she saw on the campaign trail remained with her for a long time. Her motivation, she says, is simple. She wants to make a difference.
These people are just like, okay, they don't live on electricity or running water. They don't even have electricity. They lit out candles when I visit them at night. They'll be sitting there lighting candles, and I'm just like, oh God, what am I going to do? I'm this tiny little girl, this little lady who wants to see a change, but then if the older people or the higher rank government position, they don't want to do anything about it, what am I supposed to do apart from working my way up there and actually try to change something when I'm in that position?
Today she's back in the same constituency, reminding her voters that she may have lost a battle, but is out to win the war. Chitpas has become a familiar face here, dropping in on residents once a month.
I'm just here giving out aprons, working in my constituency is continuous activities that I have to do with them already. It's got the logo of the Democrat Party and also my name.
But it is unclear if her family name helped her win votes in this constituency, consisting largely of families of the military, civil servants and government officials.
I think in a lot of time people would just say, it helps having a name, well-known name and all that. But I think, to me, in fact, in politics especially, it hurts more. People see you as wallet, right? Just with this last name, they don't see anything else.
And that is precisely why Chitpas Bhirombhakdi always stressed the importance of drawing a line between the family business and their political work.
I can't help with writing, after my name, then the heiress of Singha. I can't do anything about it, even though for 100th time I've given the interview saying that I've got nothing to do with working in the family business. I can't stop the media from writing or from giving me a title of what I am.
After the break, the family member who is against Chitpas' political dreams.
ไม่ชอบเลยไม่อยากจริงๆแล้วไม่อยากให้ลูกเป็นเลยนักการเมือง
Hua Hin is a well-known beach resort town about 200 kilometers south of Bangkok. Chitpas came here to rejuvenate after the grueling 2011 elections. The Bhirombhakdi family owns a weekend home in Hua Hin, where King Bhumibol and Queen Sirikit visited as guests. Both Chitpas' grandparents served the royal family. The maternal grandmother served as lady-in-waiting after she graduated from university. Her grandmother was known to be a confidant to the Queen. She served as part of the Queen's entourage on official overseas trips. It was on one such trip that Chitpas' grandmother was killed in a helicopter accident. Chitpas' mother, Piyapas, has now taken over the role once performed by her grandmother.
ตันก็จะเข้าใจเรื่องความเสียสละในการทำงานของคนในครอบครัวตันก็จะได้รับข้อมูลเหล่านี้ซึ่งเขาก็คงมาคิดแล้วก็ทำให้ก็มีความรู้สึกที่อยากจะเป็นนักการเมืองตามมา
Chitpas grew up in royal surroundings. She also grew up hearing stories about how the king and queen made life better for the people of Thailand. She believes that's when she started thinking about entering politics and serving the people. Chitpas' younger sister, Nantaya, knew about her ambitions from young, but like most others, she was more than a little skeptical about what Chitpas wanted to be.
I saw a video when she was in school, when she was about 8 years old, and they were like asking everyone in the class what they want to be when they're like older. And she said that she wants to be the first woman prime minister in Thailand. Well, I thought it was a joke, you know, like, I mean, like, this was a few years back when I saw the video, like, way before she, like, got into politics, and I was just like, you know what, she changes her mind a lot when she was younger.
There was another family member who was unsure about Chitpas' political dreams.
ไม่ชอบเลยไม่อยากที่จริงๆแล้วไม่อยากให้ลูกเป็นเลยนักการเมืองเนี่ยเพราะว่าการเมืองเนี่ยสำหรับผู้หญิงบางทีมันอาจจะมีเรื่องสกปรกหรือว่าการโจมตีกันหรือว่าอะไรที่บางทีอาจจะรับได้ยากในความที่เป็นผู้หญิงนะคะแต่ว่า
My mother has always said to me, you know, why politics? You know, you have such a wonderful life. You can do whatever you want. Why don't you want to come shopping with me? Let's go abroad. Let's go skiing. And you know, just have a private life. So I have to try to be very strong and very tough, and that's how I have to show my parents that I can handle the situation. Be very still.
To prove that she's tough enough and to prepare herself for a political career, Chitpas shuffles between 2 schools every weekend. She's studying for a certificate in leadership at a local institute and a master's in political science at the Chulalongkorn University. Chitpas already holds a bachelor's degree in geography from King's College London. She's not alone in trying to shed preconceived notions about the young and wealthy in politics.
I've had the same kind of accusations or comments being made about myself before, and of course I also joined politics at a very young age. I think having a good education, having a good background helps you with getting to grasp with issues and seeing the challenges and seeing through the problems. But at the same time, you know, people might question about the ability to get down, connect with people, do a lot of hard work. But I think you just have to prove yourself. And Chitpas has, as I said, ran in 1 elections already, never gave up despite the loss. And during like the floods, she was out there helping people. So I think people can see that whatever her background, she's really wants to work with them.
But Chitpas' political dreams hit a low point in 2009, when she unwittingly distributed calendars bearing photographs of scantily clad models. They were calendars promoting one of the family's beer brands. Chitpas was working at the Prime Minister's Secretariat at that time. It became quite a scandal.
A lot of people in the government, the security guards, the PM's team, a lot of male population side, they were very interested in the calendar. So I thought, okay, fine, I will bring some because it was very hard to get hold of one. So I came in to work one day with a trunk full of calendar. So I gave out to them. At the time, a lot of the press were around, so they wanted a calendar too, and I was like, okay, sure, have one. That was it. And then like about 15 minutes after that, SMS were coming out, like one of those news SMS. It was sent out like, oh, Chitpas gave out new calendar in the government's house. I was like, what?
Chitpas had to resign from her position the next day, and for the next 7 days she made the headlines in every Thai newspaper and magazine.
People come ask me for the calendar all the time. And it's the same thing for her. But when she's in that position, and obviously she didn't put much thought into it, So we use that, so you live and learn. But for her, it was a hard lesson.
She paid a price for that and had to stay out of politics for 6 months. But ironically, her conviction to enter politics strengthened during this period. With her family's connections and her own track record, she was given 2 weeks to prove herself to the then Minister of Information, Communication and Technology. Chitpas put in her all and went on to become the youngest secretary to a minister in office.
Of course, from now on, in my political life, I'm going to be known for that girl who gave out the sexy Leo calendar, and no one's going to forget about that. It made the calendar very popular. It made the beer very popular. Leo beer was sold out for the next 2 weeks. I was actually more famous than the actual girls that were on the calendar. But now it's just a lesson to be more careful.
For now, Chitpas is focused on her goal. She wants to win a seat in Parliament to serve the constituency she has worked hard in.
In political competition in Thailand, it's always a huge challenge because, the country goes through from one election to another wild swings in the moods of voters. But I think if she retains that connection with people, proves her determination, shows that she has the ability to help the people, I think she'll be given an opportunity.
But political ambitions aside, Chitpas is like any regular girl of her generation. She adores bubble tea and loves to shop. Tonight, there is serious partying to be done. The event is called the White Party, and Chitpas and her friends are dressed for the occasion. Like most 20-somethings, Chitpas wastes no time in uploading photographs onto social media sites. Chitpas uploads photographs every day. Her Instagram site shows many different sides to her life, and she's not averse to showing what she does outside her work.
I just want to be myself. I don't want to go out pretending I'm someone I'm not. And I think people will have to judge me for the real me. Obviously, you can't fake forever. I'm just like an ordinary girl. And for me, just being myself, being truthful, I think that's probably one of the qualities that hopefully will stand out as a politician.
After the break, why the Bhirombhakdi kids started drinking at a young age. Chitpas Bhirombhakdi may not be involved in her family business now, but she's very much a part of what her father is passionate about outside of work. Her father, Chittinan, believes in using his wealth and privilege to give back to society. The brewery has been supporting the Thai Paralympic team since 2002. The toughness of these para-athletes is something that Chittinan hopes his children will emulate. And for his firstborn, the expectations are even higher.
My dad actually wanted a son for his first child, and so I think he was quite disappointed that that turned out to be me, a girl. But it didn't stop him from treating me like a boy. I would be dressed up in military clothes. My father got me to take up karate lessons instead of ballet. I've learned how to shoot at a very young age. It was stuff like that kind of made me quite a tough girl that I am today.
She's a girl, the eldest child. I didn't want her to be someone who's weak. So a lot of expectation of what I expect from her. I think it toughened her up to a certain sense, and she is tough. I think to a certain point, she is tough. Maybe not physically, but.
He not only taught toughness to his children at a young age, he also taught them how to hold their alcohol. Chitpas had her first taste of beer when she was 2. Her younger sister Nantia started a little older at age 3. It was his way of teaching them to appreciate the legacy of their ancestors. Discipline was also another big lesson. Her mother started Chitpas on horse riding classes when she was 6 to help improve her concentration skills. Chitpas has continued to push herself to be a better rider. These days, she has progressed to show jumping and polo. A young rider has just had a fall and refuses to get back up. This reminds Chitpas of her own experience when she was 11.
Oh, I've fallen off many times from a horse, many times that you get back up on. I think it kind of keeps me alert the whole time and not to take anything for granted, even though you know the route so well. You're riding and you're in this like little stable, but and you know the track so well, but you never know what could happen inside. And I think that kind of resembles life, especially in politics. Keeps me very alert, and I have to be very careful, and no one else can protect you apart from yourself. I think that's it.
Some see Chitpas Bhirombhakdi as an heiress, or a newbie politician, or even a dreamer, but she sees herself as a fighter.
ซึ่งเรื่องเหล่านี้เนี่ยมันอาจจะมีการใส่ร้ายป้ายสีกันหรือว่างานก็หนักนะคะในการทำงานก็หนักแล้วก็เนี่ยเรื่องที่อาจจะข่าวที่แต่งขึ้นมาเพื่อที่จะทำร้ายกันหรืออะไรอย่างนี้ของเหล่านี้เนี่ยในฐานะที่เป็นแม่ก็รู้สึกไม่ค่อยสบายใจแต่ว่าตันก็สามารถจะรับกับสิ่งเหล่านี้ได้ดี
Chitpas says the political path is a lonely one, and she's glad for the support of her friends, though none of them would choose to walk the same path themselves.
A lot of people say, why do you go into politics? I mean, what does it fulfill for you? And then I'm just like, well, just doing something and just giving without expecting anything in return, that fulfills me enough. I like to think that with being born in this family and having this kind of privileges, that I want to work for others rather than working for myself. It's very important.
It is perhaps what the world of politics needs, undeterred youthful idealism that will hopefully make a difference.